Preseason mileage is often as important as outright speed when teams prepare for a new campaign. Reliability data gathered in testing can define early development priorities and influence which components are introduced before the first race. With Melbourne approaching, several outfits are refining their packages based on what they learned in Bahrain. Engine durability, energy deployment strategies, and transmission loads have emerged as key areas under the current technical framework. Teams are balancing performance gains with mechanical stress, particularly as revised power unit characteristics alter long-established operating procedures. Ferrari will return to Bahrain for the second week of testing with a revised aerodynamic package, a fresh power unit, and, almost certainly, a new gearbox for the SF26.
The 0676 engine that debuted during the Fiorano shakedown has already covered more than 4,300 kilometers. According to team data, that unit effectively completed a distance equivalent to 14 Grand Prix without major reliability concerns. The only issue recorded during the final day in Sakir was a shutdown late in Lewis Hamilton's race simulation. Team principal Fred Vasseur explained that the interruption was linked to a fuel consumption test. He said the team was verifying how much fuel must remain in the tank to comply with the FIA requirement of retaining 1 liter for post-race checks. As a result, Ferrari will install a new engine from Wednesday onward. Transmission stress is also under scrutiny. The current approach to energy recovery involves the use of shorter gear ratios in certain phases to increase engine revs and reduce turbo lag.
That strategy places greater loads on individual gears and on the gearbox assembly as a whole. This is not a Ferrari-specific issue. Across the grid, teams are monitoring wear levels carefully, as gearboxes may once again influence performance margins. Ferrari made a deliberate choice during the design phase of the 067/6 by opting for a smaller Honeywell turbo compared with rivals such as Mercedes. The objective was to control turbo lag and reduce reliance on the MGU-K during acceleration, preserving electrical energy for straight-line deployment. This configuration could also provide an advantage in start procedures, where rapid turbo response is critical. Simulations observed in Bahrain indicate that preparing the turbo for launch now requires significantly higher engine revs and roughly 10 seconds of buildup. Teams with larger turbo units may need more time to reach the correct operating window. There have been discussions about ensuring the final car on the grid has sufficient time to complete this preparation before the start sequence begins. Ferrari's internal assessment supports its current configuration, and the team is understood to oppose regulatory changes in this area. McLaren team principal Andrea Stella has raised safety concerns about the risk of stalled cars at the start, but from Maranello's perspective, the chosen technical direction justifies maintaining the existing framework. With new components arriving and strategic decisions already influencing regulatory debate, Ferrari appears confident in its preparation for Melbourne. The question now is whether this calculated approach will translate into a competitive edge once racing begins. What's your take on this situation? Share your opinion below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Formula One updates.